Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Rasya Marwa Pramana, and people can call me Rasya. And today, I will tell you and I will explain you guys about a manager's guide to government in the marketplace. And this is also is in managerial economics perspective. Okay. So, for the introduction, in the real world, markets don't always function perfectly. From a managerial economics perspective, companies are not only subject to the mechanism of supply and demand, but also to various government policies that can influence business decision. The government exists to ensure that markets operate more efficiently and fairly, but at the same time, it imposes restriction on companies. Therefore, managers must be able to view regulation not merely as obstacle, but also an integral part of their business strategy. Okay, next I will tell you guys about the market failure. In theory, a competitive market leads to an efficient allocation of resource. In practice, however, a phenomenon known as market failure often occurs, which is when the market fails to achieve that efficiency. This has happened because of the difference between private and social cost and benefit. For example, it's like companies that produce pollution don't bear the full cost they incur, resulting in overproduction from a social perspective. And the market failure is caused by market power, externalities, public goods, and incomplete information. And also this is will impact that will be a deadweight loss. For the next is about market power. In some market, firms have the power to set price. This condition is known as market power, whereby firms can set prices above marginal cost. As a result, consumers pay higher prices and output is lower than it would be under efficient condition. In the long run, this reduces social welfare, and the market power is characterized by price is bigger than marginal cost and also occurs in monopolies and oligopolies. Okay, for the next is antitrust policy. To address market power, the government implement antitrust policy aimed at maintaining healthy competition. This policy prohibits practice such as cartels, illegal monopoly, or merger that could reduce competition. From a managerial perspective, decisions regarding mergers or expansion must take this legal consideration into account. And also, this is intended to prevent monopolies, cartels, and abuse of dominance. And there is also a price regulation. In certain sectors, the government even set prices directly, particularly in industries that provide public service such as electricity or water. Although intended to protect the public, price regulation can lead to distortions such as shortage or overproduction. Therefore, companies must adjust their cost and operational strategies. And also in price regulation, this is include like price selling and price floor. While price selling is prevent price from becoming too high, and price floor is protect producer. Next, there is an externalities. Externalities occur when economic activities affect parties outside of market transaction. For example, pollution from factories harm the surrounding community. Without intervention, companies tend to ignore this impact. Therefore, government typically impose tax or taxes or provide subsidies to correct this imbalance. Next, also there is an policy from government is the Clean Air Act. One concrete example of government policy is environmental regulations such as the Clean Air Act, which is aimed to reduce air pollution. For a company, this policy increases operating costs in the short term, but also drives innovation and efficiency in the long term. This policy requires companies to reduce emission and invest in clean technology. Next is public goods. Public goods are goods whose use cannot be restricted and which don't diminish even when used by many people, such as highways or national defense. Due to the free rider problem, the private sector tends not to provide these goods, so the government takes the lead by funding them through taxes. Next, we will talking about government policies on information. To address information issues, the government has enacted various regulation such as bans or insider trading and transparency requirement for advertisement. These policies aim to force the trust in the market, which is essential for the continuity of economic activity. Okay, about rent seeking. Rent seeking is the pursuit of profit through non-productive means, such as lobbying, to obtain special protection from the government. Although beneficial to certain companies, this practice can undermine overall economic efficiency. Rent-seeking is rooted in political and economic theory, where interest groups seek to maximize their gains with minimal effort, often at the expense of the public interest. But this is will impact the negative impact that creates economic inefficiency, hinder growth, and increase income inequality, and reduce competitiveness in this economy. Next, about international market policy. In international trade, the government also plays a role through various policies designed to protect domestic industries. However, these policies often create a trade-off between protecting producer and ensuring consumer welfare. For the key components and strategies is regulation and trade instruments that the government use tariffs to protect domestic industry from imports, along with quotas, licensing system, and standard to control foreign goods. And about the quotas and tariff, the quota is limit the amount of imported goods entering the country. This policy reduces competition from abroad, but it also causes domestic prices to rise. And while the tariff are taxes on imported goods. In addition to protecting domestic industries, tariffs also serve as a source of government revenue. However, like quota, tariffs can also lead to market inefficiency. So this is for the implication in managerial. In managerial economy, government policies are a key factor influencing business decisions, ranging from cost and prices to market strategies. Therefore, managers must not only comply with regulation but also be able to anticipate policy changes and incorporate them into the company strategies. Companies that are able to adapt effectively the regulation can gain a competitive advantage, while non-compliance can lead to risks such as fines or reputational damage. From a decision-making perspective, managers need to consider such as cost of compliance, regulatory risk, and also market opportunities resulting from new policies. And also for the strategic adaptation such as price adjustment, changes to the supply chain investment decision and expansion and for the expansion. So the conclusion about this material that overall the government plays a crucial role in the economy by correcting various forms of market failure such as market power, externalities, public goods, and imperfect information. Through policies such as price regulation, taxes, subsidies, and tariffs and quota, In international trade, the government strives to create a more efficient and fair market. However, this intervention is not always perfect, as it can create new distortions such as inefficiency or additional burdens or business. And from a managerial economic perspective, companies are required not only to understand market mechanism, but also to strategically anticipate the direction of government policy. Business success depends heavily on managers' ability to balance profit generation with regulatory compliance. With an adaptive approach, company can transform regulatory challenge into opportunities to enhance efficiency, innovation, and competitiveness in the market. Okay, maybe that's all for my explanation about the government in market. Thank you for the attention, guys, and thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.